Alright, second winner. Hello, Logan. I'll be academic advisor. Let's go over feelings, okay? First, you must keep a 2.0 or above to stay eligible to play. If you're below that, you will risk not playing. You'll have tests that you need to be prepared for. Some will be harder than others. In addition, you'll want to consistently be preparing for midterms on week 8 and finals on week 15. Please do not procrastinate this. Finally, if you finish each of your first 3 years with at least a 3.7, you can graduate early. Doesn't sound like something you want to do. Doesn't that sound like something you want to do? Okay, well, thank you. Nope, sounds good. Thank you, Mary Porter. All right, week 1. Let's do practice. Skill, pocket presence, pass skeleton. Jeez, pass skeleton. Let's do pass skeleton here. Looks like we're gonna be short of gold, but we still got 150 coach trust. We're slowly moving up there. All right, let's do weekly agenda here. We're number 15 for Purdue. All right, that's fine. Yeah, we need to do. Let's do local hero because we can get an open NIL slot. Whoa, holy shit! Open NIL slot. Let's do XP. We'll upgrade this, and we'll do that. And I guess we could be fully healthy. Okay, there we go. Hey, look, some of the stars are going to be watching the next film this week. After practice, I encourage you to come in. Yeah, let's go to film study. Why not? I'll be there. Coach, thanks. You learn time from your film session this week. Coach notice your attendance today. Trust you a little, and you get a small XP boost. There we go. There we go. And in week 2, we're going against Wake Forest. All right, let's do practice here real quick to start. All right, so we get gold on this one. We get 300 coach trust. That's going to help us potentially move up in the depth chart. I highly doubt we'll start or play any games in here in year 1. But for right now, our coach is very pleased with us. Now we can do weekly agenda here. So academics, we need to keep our academics up. We need to keep leadership up. We need to do all these things, honestly. So we only have 4. We're gonna, we're gonna up this, and then wow, they all cost 2. And then let's get leadership up. All right, there we go. And we're going in this game against Wake Forest. There's 74 overall. I don't know what overall because my thing is blocking the face cam or the thing. So let's see if we can get into this game. But here we are, our first game as a Purdue Boilermaker. Here we come, walking out of the tunnel, and it's raining here in Indiana. As the Purdue Boilermakers step onto the field to go against Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons of the ACC. It's raining, of course. I've heard there's a lot of raining in this game. Like, it rains 90% of the games. Look at this. Look at the atmosphere. I don't know what Purdue Stadium's called. Purdue and Wake Forest have pretty similar color schemes, actually. But the rain, look, you can see the raindrops in the helmet. Oh, this game's fire. Look at this. Look at that scoreboard. All the fans here to watch Logan Hedden. Drew Brees Jr. All right, let's see if we get into week 1. Oh my God. What an absolute high-scoring shootout, 9-6. We do not see the field. We do not see the field as expected. But maybe we should. I don't know. Scoring 6 points is not very good. Quarterback went 10 of 27, 37% complete percentage, 92 yards. Yeah, maybe we should start. Running-wise, 5.3 for Cade Yakimelli isn't bad. Leading receiver was Armad Branch. Allowed 1 sack. Yeah, offense wasn't good. No touchdowns were scored. All right, here, Coach Barry Odom. Hey, look, we're looking for a team-wide community service event with local after-school club kids under 12. We're going as a team. This is not an optional event. Yeah, I'll give a polite response. Sounds good, Coach Barry. Coach Odom. Energy degree service doesn't take too long, but it does leave you with less energy to spend for the week. So we get punished for trying to help kids under the age of 12? All right, whatever. All right, let's go into another week of practice here. We don't get silver, or we don't get gold this time. We get bronze, but we do get 50 coach trust. So coach trust is coach trust. Hey, man, as long as the coach starts trusting me more every week, we'll eventually get that starting spot. Well, coach happiness is neutral here. Let's go into that. Let's go into XP. I don't think we need to worry about health. Let's go into leadership. Let's actually look at some of our stats here. So we're 62 overall. We have 85. I think 85 throw power is doable for now, at least. IQ, elusiveness, quickness, health. None of these health or quickness, elusiveness. I don't think we're gonna need IQ. Maybe play action and carrying. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into accuracy. Here, up to a 64. Let's go into accuracy one more time. Now we're up to a 66 overall. Okay, we're moving up in overall. And we're going against FCS Midwest. This is probably the best shot we have at starting all year. So let's go into this game. Alright, here we go. Back at Purdue. The crowd is so empty. We're going against FCS. And Logan Hedden's second career game as a Purdue Boilermaker. He's gotten a little better. He's been practicing a lot. Here he is. The crowd is excited. FCS versus the Purdue Boilermakers. Look at that. Hardly anybody in attendance for Purdue. I've been up all 20,000 fans. So I lose one game, and then all of a sudden our much needed tune-up game as we dominate here, 48-6. Yeah, another game where we do not play. A lot better. Okay, so the backup did play. Evan Chuba threw 2 attempts. French threw 222 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot better of a game. Caden Williams had 2 rushing touchdowns. Morissette had 2 touchdowns. So a lot better. We're improving. Another thing, Mary Porter, one of your first big tests of the year in your marketing course coming up this week. The professor is known for difficult quizzes. We can help you prepare if you would like. So you have one of the first big tests of the year in your marketing course coming up this week. The professor is known for difficult quizzes and tests. We can help you prepare if you would like. Study a little. Moderately study a lot. We're going to go study moderately. No, I don't want to be academically ineligible. That would be bad. And now we're going against our rival Notre Dame here in week 4. Let's do some more practice. Let's do Pat Skelton again here. Another game of practice, another bronze. Unfortunately. I think I might change it up with the drills here. We're almost up to 800 coach trust. I don't think we need to worry about our wear and tear, really, if we're not going to play. All right, weekly agenda. Let's get leadership up. And then we'll go brand. All right, let's jump into this game against Notre Dame, see if we can play.
They say every game counts the same.
All right, and we will fall to Notre Dame.
No matter what the coaches say, they just mean a
as we move to 1-2, losing to the rival Notre Dame, Fighting Irish. 34-14. We were actually hanging with them for a little bit there until that third quarter started. 50% completion, 194 yards, touchdown and a pick. Rushing, Giacomelli, 5.3 yards per carry. Receiving, Jesse Watson, 3 catches, 70 yards and a touchdown. Like, we don't have bad receivers. That's the thing. We don't have bad receivers. Our receivers are actually solid. It's just that we need a better quarterback, and that quarterback could be me, coach. That quarterback could be me, coach. All right, did you see your test grade? You crushed it. Nice job. I want to remind you about midterms in a month. They're on week 8. Don't forget. So we crushed the test. GPA received a small bump. That's great. Here's Smiley Bradford. Hey, we're going to go to that homecoming block party later this week if you want to go. Most of the team is going, actually. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to this event. Sounds good, Smiley. Smiley Bradford, free safety. Leadership increase. Your teammates respect you considerably more. That's good. All right, we have another one. Classmate Audrey. Hey, Logan. It's Audrey. I think we met last year. My sorority, Epsilon Alpha, is throwing an initiation party. I want you to come with me. I'm skipping our lab. You should too. Skip lab? Should I skip lab? Or skip lab, stand her up, and go with her sorority sister. Skip lab? You know what? Fuck it. We're the third string QB. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I'll be there, Audrey. Don't worry. All right, let's see what happens. Small brand increase with Audrey's blood sister. You with Audrey's blood sister, McKaylin. Audrey's mad, but McKaylin has more followers and posts you on her story. There we go. There we go. And we got fan favorite activated. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. And now we're going against 19th ranked Washington. So we got Washington, we have Maryland, Wisconsin, number 5 UCLA, Iowa, Minnesota, number 9 Penn State, Illinois, number 15 Indiana. So we have 3 more ranked teams on the schedule. All right, let's get another week in practice here. Do target passing. All right, we get another bronze. Dude, we need to get some gold here if we want to get coach's trust and try to fight for at least QB2 spot and maybe see the field. But all right, there we go. Coach Trust is going up slowly but surely. All right, weekly agenda. Here we go. You know what? Let's do XP here. Let's do brand increase, and then we'll study. There we go. How's that sound? Sounds good, man. Sounds good. We now have 2 skill points. And we're going against number 19, Washington. And it's another home game. This time it's not raining. Oh my gosh, it's the first time in history it's not raining at a Purdue Boilermaker game. And here we are at home once again, going against the 19th ranked team in the nation, the Washington Huskies. Looking to get our 2nd win of the season. We're walking out on the field again. Stadium's a little less packed, but there's still a good amount of fans here. A lot of fans ready to watch us pull off an upset. Wow, and it looks like we do pull off the upset, beating number 19th ranked Washington here at home. Upset, baby. That's what Purdue does. I would know as an Iowa fan. They beat us when we were like number 2 in the nation at one in like 2020, 2021, around there. Somehow we ranked number 2. And look at that. Returning for your first alert of offense that you were not last week's lecture and missed the part of the pop quiz. You think it's a 4-year. Please don't make this a habit. So I'm assuming that was when we went to sorority or whatever. So GPA decrease took a moderate hit. Your coach is slightly displeased with you. Bro, come on, dude. Come on, coach. And fan favor got deactivated. Okay, so don't go to a sorority, I guess. Don't have fun, I guess, in college is what they're trying to say. Now we're going against 2-2 Maryland. Let's try option attack. Might as well, try all of them. All right, we don't get a single coach point, so don't do that fucking drill ever again because they're slow as shit. We lost a lot of coach trust. That's fucking awesome. God, Purdue, I hate Purdue. I'm transferring, bro. I'm transferring, man. All right, we need to get up there, and we'll go XP again, and then we'll go local hero. Let's do local hero, and then let's do academics again. And now we're going into the next game against Maryland here in week 6.
Pulse rate is still through the roof on
It
this.
took overtime, but we end up beating Maryland 31-24, making it 2 games in a row. There's the starting quarterback, J.C. French. He's a senior, though. He is a senior. So, next year, the quarterback battle is wide open next year. We're now 2-0 in conference play, actually. I thought we were 1-1, but no, we were 2-0 in conference play. French did throw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, below 40% completion percentage. Yakameli had a rushing touchdown. Receiving wise, George Burhan, 58 receiving yards, touchdown for Watson and Morissette. Alright, Josh Henson, our offensive coordinator. Let's see if you're paying attention. If you're reading the 7 technique on the speed option, who are we reading? The defensive end. Yep, if he's even wider, he'd be the 9 technique. Here's another. What concept might we run on a sprint out? Double post? No, not quite. Fuck. One more. If you're on shotgun wing trio, what's our personnel grouping? 11. Yep, there we go. All right, we went 2 for 3. Awesome. Coach trust increased. There you go. Coach is slightly happier with you. Okay. Coach Barry Odom's starting to like us. Let's do some more practice, man. This season's just going to be grinding away, getting better. All right, we get bronze again, dude. I don't know how we got gold in that first one. We are, how close are we to competing for the QB2 spot? We need 8,000. Right now, we are at about over 800. So, yeah, we still have a long ways to go here. We'll do a weekly agenda again. Let's do leadership training. And let's do study. Do study here. We're now up to 6 skilled points, and now we're going against 2-3 Wisconsin. All right, and it looks like we're gonna drop our first Big Ten game as we fall to Wisconsin, 27-17. Okay. Well, it's only 1 loss. We're 3-3 right now, so unless we win the Big Ten, there's no way we're making the college football playoff. But we could become bowl eligible. We have a long shot at making the conference championship. We got your exam results back. You got a D-, 2 Ds, and an F. Check your GPA. How? Because we're probably doing barely scrape by. Oh my goodness. How much did our GPA just tank? It went down from a 3.4 to a 2.2. Bro. Do some more practice. Now we're going against 2-0 UCLA. Alright, we get bronze. We get bronze again, dude. This drill pisses me off because my receivers are super slow and they drop 70% of the passes I throw them. If you guys know what drills that get you gold, silver, like every time, let me know because I need help. Because I can't just keep getting bronze unexpected. Oh man, weekly agenda. I think we try and make Coach happy. Let's go into academics. Let's just do academics and leadership. There we go. We're a leader. I want to see if we can get our first brand deal. All right, jumping in. First road game of the season, it feels like, and we're in week 8. We're going against number 2 UCLA, 8-0 UCLA, 5-0 in Big Ten play. They're 86 overall. They're probably one of the best teams in the entire game at this point. We don't even get a moment in this one, which we maybe should have, because we got blown out 37-10, and we're now on a 2-game losing streak. Puts us at what, 3-4 on the season, and UCLA is 9-0. Yeah, Coach, you might as well have just thrown me in the Wolves. Yeah, French 42% completion percentage. You can't have that. Rushing Yakimelli 5.7 yards to carry, but only had 4 attempts. Jesse Watson 50 catches. Alright guys, so my plan this year, I'm accepting that we're not going to play. We're not going to play this year. I'm accepting the fact that we're not going to play this year. But next year, I have a plan. I'm thinking we're going to get redshirted this year. That means we'll be a redshirt freshman. We'll have 4 years. We'll try to compete at Purdue next year. Try to compete for the starting spot. Because, you know, at least we have some good receivers at Purdue. We have Watson. We have Sutton, I think, is one of the other guys. I should probably know my receivers. But try to compete for a starting spot and then see how that goes. And then maybe transfer down in competition, play a year or 2 there, and then transfer back up. I don't know. That's my plan right now. We'll see how it unfolds here. I have Mackenzie. Hey, I know the players have a curfew, but a couple of my friends are throwing a party the night before the game. I live in Harrison. It's a really old dorm close to the football facilities. Bring your teammates too. It starts at midnight. Sorry, Mackenzie. Last time I tried to have fun, my coach hated me for it. So, I would love to, but not before the game. Next time, though. Sorry, Mackenzie. I'm sure you're a nice lady. And we're going against 3-4 Iowa in this next game. We get bronze again. Guys, somebody help me in the comments. I feel like I'm doing something wrong with practice. I don't get it. We're slowly getting up there. Unless an injury happens, don't think we're going to see any playing time here. In year 1 at least. Let's do our weekly agenda here. We'll do XP here. We'll study. We'll study again. And we'll do local hero, I guess. Alright, go against 3-4 Iowa. They were 1-3 in conference play. We are 2-2. Maybe we could play against Iowa. It's a road game. Second one of the entire season. And Iowa won. We were up by like 2 scores late in that game, and we blew it. As Iowa pulls off the comeback and beats us in, I believe that was double or triple overtime. And that's going to be 3 in a row. Maybe I should have gone to Iowa. Alright, we get no new scenario, and now we're going against the 2-6 Minnesota Golden Gophers, who are 0-5 currently. We are 3-5, so we need to win a majority of our next games if we want a chance to play in a bowl game. Alright, at least we got silver this time. We were so close to getting gold, but my running back just didn't want to turn around the ball. Could have gotten gold easily there, but we do get 150 coach trust, so I'll take it. Slowly but surely, we're working our way up, and we are now over 1,000 coach trust. All right, let's study up here. Let's do leadership, and then let's study up a little more. All right, we fall again to the Golden Gophers. That's not PJ Fleck, but it doesn't matter. We lost 34-17. They doubled our score. Another disappointing loss for Purdue. All right, we're meeting with Coach. Barry Odom again. Clear your schedule this week. We'll be practicing much longer than usual. I expect everyone to commit this. Starters, backups, coaches. We are a team. I'm not going to let us continue this losing streak. Hell yeah, coach. All right, I'll be there. Thanks. Barry Odom, head coach. Energy decrease. Team turn practice longer than usual, leaving you with less energy this week. So we don't get anything. Okay, so we just lose stamina. Our coach doesn't even like us. Hey, look, we're in the same class on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I found an old copy of our first test on the Quibbs website. I was going to look it over instead of studying. Want to come over and study with me? That is risky, bro. I guarantee you we're going to use the answers. We're going to get a small bump in GPA, but then our guy's going to be, then the coach. But I can't risk getting caught. Trying to build up our code. We're being a little kiss up to coach. GPA is made a small bump. But we did lose 3 stamina. And we got our first NIL deal, Ricky Slick's Barber Shop. How you doing? Owner's definitely Italian. Ricky Slick, come on. We're a barbershop here in town. We want you to record a video of you getting a haircut here and put it on your social media accounts. Once in 3 weeks. We can't offer much, but if you sign, we'll throw in free haircuts for your entire position group. So me and the quarterbacks look grippy. Look drippy. This is our proposal for a 3-week contract for the cost of 1 energy up front. You receive +2 skill points and medium boost in leadership up front. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ricky Slick. Rick Ross. Your teammates appreciate your gift. You receive a moderate boost in your leadership and 2 skill points. That's huge. And now we're going against number 18, Penn State. We have gotten gold once again. So I found a strategy to this. Is just your first few reps, take the easy passes, get the multiplier up, and then just keep doing that, and then take a few deep shots, and then there you go, you get gold every time. Now we're starting to climb up in the coach trust here. Now that puts us at close to 1,600. All right. Oh wow, we have no stamina to spend. All right. So let's go into this game against Penn State on the road. They're number 18. All right, it looked like we might have pulled the upset there, but couldn't score in that fourth quarter. They scored 14 in that fourth to get them the edge over us. And that's another loss, and that officially makes us bowl ineligible. 3-7. Wow, we were at 3-2 at one point. We've lost 5 straight games. Coach, you might as well toss me in there. Alright, Spencer Poreth. Hey, you know the film and television elective we're in together? Professor is giving extra credit if you watch a film made before 1960 and write a 5-page paper on it. You want to watch the same movie? Sure, why not? It's only one. Yeah, I don't get. Seems like a pretty easy one. Spencer Poreth. GPA increased, received a small bump. Alright, now we're going against Illinois, who is 2-8. Wow, there's a team worse than us in the Big Ten. It's crazy. Illinois 2-8. Let's head into practice again. Alright, we get bronze, who are 7 points off from getting silver. Let's get our academics up. Let's do leadership, and let's do academics. And we beat Illinois here in this heated rivalry, as that finally ends the losing streak, gets us back on the winning board, and there's us celebrating like we did something in this game. We held the clipboard, but we win. Illinois tried so hard in that fourth quarter to come back and win, but it just wasn't enough. And we're going against 7-4, number 21 ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go. Alright, we get bronze again. Here. Let's go. I think we're local hero right now. Let's go XP. Let's go academics. Let's go local hero. And let's go local hero again. We're almost at 1,000 followers. And we're going against Indiana, number 21, the battle for the old Oaken Bucket. Sounds about right for these two teams. Final game of the season, we do not jump in. As you can see, Indiana wins the Oak Bucket. And looks like we're going home empty-handed. And we're going to finish the season 4-8. So this obviously wasn't the season we were planning for. We ended up winning Wake Forest. So yeah, we were at one point 3-2. And then we rattled off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row. And then we ended up being eliminated and losing to Indiana. So we ended up beating Washington, who was ranked at the time, who ended up finishing 5-6. We beat Maryland, who finished 4-7, and so we didn't beat any team with a winning record. That wasn't awesome, but we have weekly agenda here, bye week 14. We have an exam next week, so let's do that. Let's do leadership. Let's do XP again. And then for this last one, let's do... I really don't want to fail and be academically ineligible for next year, so we're going to really go in academics this year. Alright, you got your final exam back. You got 3 Ds and F. Check your GPA when you've got a chance. Remember, you still have classes that require you to finish some projects. Don't forget about those. So, this is pretty much essentially my high school right now. 3 Ds and F. I wouldn't get 3 Ds. I would have maybe 2. I would obviously not be good at math and barely get passing in the last second. So let's go XP again here. Let's get our leadership up to high. We're just short of leadership. Let's go one more in leadership here. There we go. Now we have high leadership. Oh, we can't do academics. Okay. So we'll do one more in the local hero and then one more into leadership. There we go. Conference championship games. We have some more weekly agenda stuff to do. Can't do academic or what the fuck am I trying to say? We can't do academics, so we might as well go into this. We'll upgrade that. We'll go leadership. We'll go local hero. And we'll go... I'm gonna give one more left. Let's go into leadership. Why not? So we have high leadership. We are a leader in this locker room, despite being the third string quarterback. All right, Nico Iamaleava is your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner. Just over 3,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. That's not, I mean, those are good stats, but that's not Heisman Trophy worthy, really. That's the best guy in college football, 31 touchdowns. All right, we are at the end of season recap. Let's look at the CFP history update. Your national champions are the UCLA Bruins, so we're going to have to go against them in the Big Ten. Yeah, it was Penn State who won it last year over Clemson. So 4 straight years it was Big Ten teams. So maybe that means Big Ten is better than the SEC. I think that just pretty much proves it there. Now we can enter the transfer portal. Let's see. All right, so we're looking at some teams here. Utah State. We're projected to be the second string at Utah State. Second string at New Mexico. Bench. Most of these were going to be bench or second string. It says French is going to graduate. I don't know. But let's upgrade our player here a little bit. All right, let's try to be smart about these. So we can upgrade accuracy, throw power. I'm not going to do that. It just doesn't seem worth it. I think 85 is okay for now. We can upgrade that. Elusiveness, speed, health, mental abilities. We can do physical abilities. We could get step up. Is probably the one we could get, or on time. Improved accuracy when throwing with anticipation. Boost accuracy, economy, clean pocket. All right, so let's start out with accuracy again. Gets us up to a 68. We're going to have 82 medium, 71 deep, 84 short. So that's good. Then I'll put this at 10. Health. Let's go into IQ. Puts us at 69 overall. We still can't get any of these. We go accuracy again. Power is 12. Elusiveness, quickness, health. Let's go accuracy again. Boost us up to a 72. We can now get abilities. Okay, we can get step up, or we can get on time. Improved accuracy when throwing with anticipation, or step up. Accuracy boost climbing up in a clean pocket. How do you throw with anticipation again? Maybe like throwing it out more anticipation. I do throw with anticipation a few times, like when they're about to come out of their break. I throw with anticipation. Let's go throw with anticipation. So we get our first ability on time. And then with our last skill point here, let's upgrade elusiveness. So we are now a 71 here in our freshman season. So we went from a 66 to a 71. Just like that, baby. So I think we entered the transfer portal. Now we're projected to be the starter at Buffalo. Projected to be the second string at TCU. Okay, so now our opportunities are a lot better. Whoa, we could be the backup at TCU. Hoover. Do we go down to Buffalo? Projected to be the starter at Buffalo. Ooh, that wouldn't be bad. But TCU. Yeah, so those are projected to be the bench. Do we transfer down to Buffalo? We are projected to be the starter. Thing is, like, if I just wanted to play, like, TCU was a team that we were thinking about Buffalo and TCU. We had them on our thing this year. I'd rather go to a team, fight for the number one spot, get it. I think we might transfer down to Buffalo, dude. Because if we stay here at Purdue, who knows that if we're even going to get a shot to be the starter. And Buffalo, they're just giving us the starting nod. The school fits a D+. It isn't great. TCU gives us the best school fit. You know what, guys? Buffalo's giving us the projected starting role. I know it's not a great school fit, and TCU fits us. TCU is like the perfect one, right? Because Hoover's going to graduate, but TCU could sign other guys. And plus, I don't want to do my first season in Big 12 competition. I'd feel a lot more comfortable in the MAC conference. And they're the only team giving us a starting gig. We are making the decision, and we are transferring to the lower you're on the starting depth chart, the longer you'll take to earn playing time. Yeah, it says we're projected to be on top of the depth chart. Yeah. We are transferring to Buffalo for our redshirt freshman season. Buffalo recruited us. We decided to go to Penn State, and it comes full circle, and now we're going to Buffalo. It says QB1 in the top right. All right. We arrive here in Buffalo, and it is true. We are immediately given the quarterback 1 option. Remember, we have to do a challenge. We have to do a position battle. Okay, we have to do a position battle for quarterback 1. All right. Look at us. Nah, let's look at the rest of this team before we go into this. We have Traylon Maddox as our starting running back. We're not bad overall. Wide receiver, We have Barry Jackson, Jadon Porter, Kai Khalil, Zach Larson. So we have a lot of freshmen, but we have two solid receivers. We have an 80 overall tight end, but he's a senior. Offensive line, we have a 79, 77, 73, 73, 76. Not a terrible offensive line for the MAC. Defensively, we have Adrian Hawley, who's only a sophomore. We have Shamar Riser Presley, Aiden Bird. Oh, defense not good. Linebacker, Drew Rodriguez. Cornerbacks, we had Nico Dowell, Dylan Dixon, Donald Davis, Dylan Williams. This is not a terrible team. It's not a terrible team, but we came to Buffalo to be the starter, and goddamn it, we're gonna win this fucking position battle, baby. Let's go into the position battle here to be the starting quarterback for Buffalo. All right, if and sex is okay, what do we gotta do here? Option attack. We gotta get 15,000. All right. Shit, dude, it's not looking fucking good at all right now. Keep it. Pitch it. Dude, we're not... Okay, I'm just accepting that we're not gonna win this shit. Dude, because the running back, he's... How are we supposed to get 15 fucking thousand on this shit, dude? Alright, so we're going to lose the first one. We had no shot at winning this. What's this one? A roll to the zone. No, we're gonna lose this. How the fuck are we supposed to do this? How the fuck are we supposed to do this? We cannot run the... We're gonna lose the fucking starting job, dude. How the fuck are we supposed to do this, bro? My QB's slow as shit. I can barely get outside the pocket. Look at this shit! So there go... Dude, why the fuck are they giving me these? These are ones for fucking scrambling quarterbacks, dude. I'm not a fucking scrambler. So we're gonna lose the QB battle because this game wants to fuck me so... Battle loss. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Yeah, option attack and scramble to survive. Two ones that I can't do because I have no fucking speed. That's bullshit. This fucking... I hate this game, dude. Like, we're QB2, I guess. Pass protection, like, you let me to perform pass protection. Cool. Thanks. I guess let's do weekly agenda. Let's go. Let's go this. Let's do this. Yeah, leadership. And then exam. Alright, I gotta hope the starting quarterback gets hurt or something. God, does the game want me to upgrade my quickness with, oh, I guess it's 8. But still, like, I'm hardly gonna be running the ball. If I even get any fucking playing time. But that's it for my freshman season here of college football 26. I know the first year was pretty boring, dude. I mean, yeah, we were QB3 the entire season. We had our chance to win the QB battle, but I don't know how the game expects me to do the scrambling one when I can barely outrun the defensive tackle. Makes no sense. They gave me two scrambling ones. And then the one throwing one I actually win because the game just doesn't want me to. That's stupid. That's stupid. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Logan heading the road to glory. Hopefully we can play this season. Hopefully the starting quarterback gets hurt. I don't care. He's a fucking video game character. He's probably not even real. But let's wait until after Michigan and then let's win the QB battle because it's a lot easier competition if we stayed at Penn State because Purdue. If we stayed at Purdue, then we probably would have done really bad. At least here we have a chance to do decent and hopefully start. But hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of my Road to Glory, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.